MyPond Ms300. We've got 2 bits of timber, 2 offcuts like this, glued end on end, and that's what this is. It's been curing over the weekend with just the weight of that pressing down. Wiggled it on. I've got another video that's going to be on my YouTube that you can look on of how I put it together. As you can see, no screws in it whatsoever. And the best way of testing the strength of it, gluing it on the end, and then sticking it end on end, giving it a couple of centimetres either side like that, and then I'm going to stand on that bit there. Do you reckon it'll hold my weight or not? These offcuts have all been cut the same size. I'm going to use the fresh cut ends on both of them just so it's consistent, and then we're going to use on the left, and there's a little spider and ant on there, could have messed the whole test up. The left we're going to use normal Ms300, on the right going to use Ms300 liquid liner. So the way you open this, I'll show you. So you might not get a nozzle if you buy just a single tube on its own, because you only get about 6 nozzles in a pack of 20. When you buy these guns, you can buy spare nozzles, so they don't always come with the tubes, just so you're aware of that. So the way it works is you just unscrew your little sleeve on there, and then that goes in like that. So you need to pull the plunger all the way down, and then this just kind of drops in there. So what you can do, you just have a plunger up a bit. Now you don't need to cut the whole thing round, you just need to make a little like incision on the top. All you do is just jab that in there. I'm going to go and clean this, because otherwise that's a fairly new blade. It'll mean that's a bit of a waste. So then get the plunger pulled all the way down. Get that on there. And then pump it. And then you can see the sealant coming through there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that nozzle a little bit wider. Alright, I'm just going to go and clean this knife. Okay, so what I'll do, I love saying okay so, don't I? Notice that when I'm watching myself back on the videos, say it constantly. Right, we don't want too much of the sealant for the purpose of this. You don't want masses and masses of it. So we're just going to do a little line like that so it's got somewhere to move. So I'm going to stick this block on top. I'm going to write on it before I do anything actually. So this one will have LL for liquid liner, and then this one I'll just have MS3 I'll put on it. So we want to squish this down, give it a little wiggle. Want it to have good coverage. But a bit dusty as well this, I've not bothered cleaning it or anything, so see how it acts on that. I'll give it a bit of a push down. Right, so gonna leave that for a week now. So we can just see his little bits squidged out. It looks like there's less than a mil gap in there, so that should have good coverage. I don't think I can squash it down anymore. And I want to do the exact same thing with the normal Ms300. So these are the type of sealant guns we like to use with it. It's a bit more sturdy than the little skeleton guns. When people have got them skeleton guns they've had in the garage for years, it's more viscous than standard silicone and acrylic. So it's a bit harder, so you need something a bit more heavy duty. And this almost feels like it's got gears in it or something, like it's helping you. So we find them really good. And that bit there twists, it's not going to unscrew. That's handy for if you've cut it at an angle one way, you just need to turn it around, you can just flip it around dead easy. So much smaller than nozzle than we're used to now, so it's easier to cut. And if you don't want to lose this before things start getting messy, you can screw it on and then flip it over. And then it's always attached, it's not going anywhere. So there's a little thread there, so just cut it below the thread at a slight angle, and that'll make it easy for applying to where you want it. Sheathe my knife. So this stuff is thicker than that, but I'm going to try and put the same amount on, just so it's a consistent test. There we go. So I can tell it feels thicker. It feels like it's already got a bit of grab on it. Yeah, look, it's already it's already got it. So this stuff definitely sticks, and it sticks fast. So I think that's on. It still takes about 24 hours to go off, don't get me wrong, but it's already picking up that bit of timber. It's been on there for like what, 5-10 seconds or something. So the suction is really good, because it's the viscosity of it, it's hard to say, helps it. And now I can just screw that top on there. I've got both them bonded together.